2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. And for Oklahoma City, with only one loss to go along with a bunch of wins, it's safe to say that early on, this season has been an unqualified success for them. We will be watching Russell Westbrook in this one, and we hear from so many players and coaches who all say Westbrook has the mindset of the greats. What does that mean to you, Shaq?
You know, he plays with the swagger and the confidence. You know, a lot of guys in the league do not possess that. And he's a complete alpha player on the court. He's a big guy, a dominant big guy in a little man's body.
No, he's a dominant little guy with a big heart. So I would say it. I don't like to be a big man. I tell you what he does. His athleticism is unparalleled.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a count.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Celtics, Jake Crowder out there with Mickey. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Crawford, and it's Thomas in at the one spot.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Rain Man, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
What handle? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Thomas. Great D that time from Westbrook. On defense, the Celtics. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. He said to change direction.
You almost have to
Thomas with the ball.
prototype power forward. But
Here's Rain Man, guarded by Crawford.
you know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting. Early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Thomas. He's now 1 for 2 with that buck.
Poses a matchup problems for whomever he's facing. In close.
Here's Rain Man, guarded by Crawford. Durant.
A lot of good looks for themselves, and you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock them down.
And guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing it, keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Pia. Thomas, no good.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Mark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, it's the love to go up and jam like that.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di.
Let's find out what Doris working on.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. The strategy included running the offense through Rain Man. Coach wants it to go from one of the key guys to the key guy. And from the way he responded in the huddle, I think he's up to the challenge. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thank you, Doris. 1:22 left in the first. And Boston with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Grizzlies, a half game back.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And they're not a team that other teams look forward to facing. They're only going to get scarier the deeper into the season we get.
And he gets it to go. Durant's got his second basket.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Bradley, no one around him. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Hard kicks to Muhammad. It's Bradley on the wing. He had 10 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, both teams are scoring well, but there hasn't been much defensive resistance either.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Muhammad, the layup missed.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen back.
And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands.
Not really a big scorer.
Jordan, the man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively. And really, the thing of it is, he's still learning and growing. He's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Really some great drive to the basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Rain Man in its shooting guard. Henderson out there with Beasley. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. The Celtics trail by 7. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Thomas. They get it again. That's good by Mickey. Mickey's got 6 points.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. Once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Rain Man and the Thunder another 3.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. But he recovers it. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
The Thunder leading by 8. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring ones. Freak number 1.
You know what, Kevin? Leading the league in scoring is no small feat. He's out there every night giving it his best, and the effort is definitely paying off.
Thomas against what?
Kevin, it's early on in the season. They're sitting right now. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also number 1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defense. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks just played phenomenal. He finished with 39 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
And a chance to check out the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. Getting around 12 points a game, 13 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, you know, we've seen drivers think they see a crease in the defense and then go for it, and then he shuts the door on them right away.
Here's Rain Man. Here's Beasley, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that.
And that does it for the...
Kevin, what a...
Second half beginning in just a moment.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Rain Man. He has 20 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
On the floor for Boston, we got Jay Crowder. Crawford out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Jordan. And it's Mickey in at the 4 spot.
And I tell you what, somebody's draped all over him, and he's still able to connect.
Here's Rain Man, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Rain Man's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Thunder. Now here's Thomas. Jordan with a screen on Westbrook. Thomas goes in. He took good advantage of that screen.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
The Thunder leading by 8. Westbrook passes to Raymond. Offensive rebound. Howard. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Beasley kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Raymond. Lets it go with the 3. Cannot hit. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Here's Thomas. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Thomas got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Cleveland. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's Boston. Right there with them. They're all tied up atop the standings.
And, you know, for Boston, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
The Celtics have been coming through at the charity streak. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity strike this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
In the corner, Crowder with it. Three-pointer. Henderson pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Rain Man, guarded by Crawford. Here's Rain Man. Crowder pulls it in. Celtics trail by 7. Outside Thomas. Pass to Mickey. 14 feet away. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 5 assists in the game.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And good, the three-point shot, good from the Rain Man. Rain Man's got 9 points now in just the second half. Thomas kicks to Crawford. Thunder with the rebound. Hollins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Rain Man. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And the foul called on Free. That's his first foul. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Thunder. Kane comes in for Russell Westbrook. Celtics have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. First one falls for him. Dion Waiters checked in for Gerald Henderson. And so, Smart nails both of them. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Rain Man. Throws it down if the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Smart.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Off target with his three. The Thunder leading by 9. Durant, the pass to Raymond. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Ibaka, and the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. Ibaka's got his second basket of the night. Smart dishes to Bradley. Boston, no good that time either.
That would have been lucky had it fallen 4 shots away.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
58 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Smart. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. There's the screen. Now here's Muhammad. He's guarded by Waiter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Rain Man, started by Bradley. And pushing it up, here's Boston. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Smart with the ball. Now defended by Rain Man. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Smart. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Bradley. No good from Rain Man. And Muhammad kicks to Smart. Pulls it from 20. He got it up in time, but welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. The Thunder, Ryan Owens comes in for Gerald Henderson. And Rain Man subbed in for Payne. Rain Man in a 2-guard. Ryan Owens is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Beasley. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. It's tipped. He's all alone. Here's Rain Man. The big dunk at the end of the ring.
Those are the kinds of plays that win you games. I mean, really savvy D's, and give them credit for looking to go straight up court with it. No hesitation.
And that could be the KO right there.
G2 from Crawford. That one falls, going off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Thunder leading by 9. Westbrook passes to Rain. Quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Passes it to Muhammad. No good from outside. Thunder have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Olsen. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Got it. This one there from the Rain Man.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Westbrook against Thomas. Jordan dishes to Crawford. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Crawford's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The Thunder leading by 13 to the inside. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Crawford leading the charge. Thomas, that's good.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. And it's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And that's
seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Free throw line jump shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Rain Man's got 48.
Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal the transition points. Make the defense move, and then pass up a good shot for a great shot.
Burke has some information for us, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for his guys during that last break. He told them, no holding back. I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin, he wants everything they've got.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Crawford, no luck. The Thunder leading by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Thunder.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Well, you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be the second and final game of the season series being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be contested.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Rain Man. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Crawford, no one around him. And the three off target. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Here's Rain Man. Jacks up a three. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Crowder. Knocks down the three ball. Crowder's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. Westbrook passes to Rain. And the miss. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly
Kevin, what was
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
I don't know what got into him tonight. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
He wasn't just a big part of their offense tonight. He was their offense. If you score like that and that frequency, some people will say you're selfish. If you score like that and you win, they call you a hero.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all.